Hi. Welcome to Storytime with Miss McGriff. I am so happy that you are here. Tonight's story is, of course, going to be filled with a lot of magic, so I'm glad that you are here. Hello to the Brett Beck family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hello to Lena and the Magalero family. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you need to take a moment to get your wiggles out before we get started, please go ahead and do so. If you've already gotten your wiggles out, then please find you a nice, comfy place where you can look, learn, and enjoy the magic inside of tonight's book. Hi, Gabrielle. Thank you so much for watching. Hi, London. Thank you so much for watching. If you just got on, please go ahead and get your wiggles out so that we can go ahead and get settled down. Hey, Lon and Ava, thank you guys for watching. And we are going to get started with tonight's story. If you are new here on Storytime with Miss McGriff, please type in your little one's name so that I can say hello to them. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back this Tuesday to enjoy the magic inside of a book. Also, before I get started with tonight's story, I would like to let everyone know that I am also the CEO of Elevating Minds Academy, and I am offering summer tutoring sessions, and right now I currently only have 5 of them left. So if you're interested in helping your child beat the summer slide, please reach out to me. You can message me through Storytime with Miss McGriff, or you can search for me on Facebook at Elevating Minds Academy LLC. Or you can also message me on my personal page, Latoya McGriff, as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to get started with tonight's story. So, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that we are about to head into a new month. And so when we come back to Storytime on next week, it's going to be the month of, do you know what month comes after May? Did you say June? Kiss your pants. Kiss your brains, smarty pants. Yes, it's going to be the month of June, and we are going to be celebrating Father's Day. So those of you that attend Warrenville Elementary here in Aiken, South Carolina, you have the pleasure of getting to know our amazing art teacher, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is not only an art teacher, he is also an amazing illustrator and an author. Mr. Williams has illustrated 3 different books. One of the books is called My Hero, My Dad, the Nurse, Knocked Out Cancer. The other book is called My Hero, My Dad, the Nurse Played Football. And the other book is called My Hero, My Dad, the Nurse. If you go to Warrenville, you've probably heard Mr. Williams read this story. So my goal for next week is to get Mr. Williams here live on Storytime with Miss McGriff to share one of his amazing books with you guys. Would you like that? If you would like that, can I get some hearts or some thumbs up, please? Right? So, and if you go to Warrenville Elementary, when you see Mr. Williams, say, Mr. Williams, you have to be a part of Storytime. And he will be our first guest author live on Storytime. So fingers crossed that Mr. Williams will be able to make it to share one of his amazing books with us. Okay? So, if you see Mr. Williams, tell him, say, you got to be a part of Storytime because it's so magical, right? And I see a lot of hearts and I see a lot of love. So that means that we all want Mr. Williams. Thank you, Olivia, for joining. Thank you, Bella, for joining. Thank you, Brooke, for joining. And thank you, Isla, for being here. We're going to get started with tonight's story, which is called, What If Everybody Did That? If you drop just one soda can out the window, it's no big deal, right? But what if everybody did that? What if everybody broke the rules and spoke during story time, didn't wash up, or splashed too much at the pool? Then the world would be a mess. But what if everybody obeyed the rules so that the world would become a better place? This book shows how each person's small, everyday choices, good or bad, have consequences one way or another. What if everybody did that? We already know that the front part, this is the front part of our cover, and we know that this is called the back part, and this is called the spine. So let's dig into the magic of what if everybody did that. When we went to the zoo, I fed just a little of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "Hey, what if everybody did that?" And there is a sign, if you look really closely, that says, "Don't feed the bears." I just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "Hey, what if everybody did that?" Look at how crazy the stores would be. On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, "What if everybody did that?" Have you guys noticed a pattern in this book so far? What are they repeating every time? What if everybody did that? So while I'm reading, Kaden, you can help me read along. At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table, glared at me over her glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?" So what happens if everybody takes a lick from the cake, right? That wouldn't be good. I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. As she shooed me into the bathroom, she said, "What if everybody did that?" Look at the family picture of them not taking a bath for a whole year. Woo! I bet that was a stinky photo. During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait to the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, what did she say? What if everybody did that? Right? Miss Prupus is here. I'm pretty sure she agrees with the librarian. What if everybody did that? Let's read some of these. Do you guys know what these are? They're speech bubbles. And when you see a speech bubble in a story, that means that the characters are doing some talking. So there's a lot of different characters. So let's see if we can read the speech bubbles to see what they were saying. This kid says, "I gotta go potty." This one says, "Why can't we read one of those other books? I've already heard this one." This one says, "My mom said that recycling is a very good thing," and you can't even figure out the rest. This one says, "I'm so hungry." This girl is sleeping. And this one says, "I can touch my toes, see?" And this one says, "How much do you weigh?" The poor librarian would never get a chance to read if we did that. While we sat in the car waiting for Dad, I honked the horn. I just honked a few times, but Mr. Thomas came to the store. He shook his head and said, what did he say? What if everybody did that? And then this is what it would sound like if everybody did it. Honk, honk, beep, beep. At the swimming pool, I just splashed a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and said, what do you think the lifeguard said? What if everybody did that? Do you want to see what will happen if everybody just splashed a little? What do you have in the pool? There's no water. On the bus, I just stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview mirror and said, what if everybody did that? This is him. That's what he was doing, but what if everybody did that? It could be very dangerous. Just once, I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Miss Sanders made me pick it up and said, what if everybody does that? I know that I have to tell my students all the time, hang up your book bags, because if not, our room would be a hot mess. At recess, I threw 1 snowball. How many snowballs did he throw? 1. Kiss your brain. Thank you for being such a good listener. Mr. Walters saw me, and when he sent me to stand by the wall, he said, what do you think he said? What if everybody did that? And this is what will happen if everybody just threw 1 snowball. When we went out for dinner, I just shot 1 straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our orders and looked straight at me. She said, what if everybody did that? The restaurant would be a hot mess. Uh-oh, the pages don't want to go. After the football game, I just ran on the field to get the quarterback's autograph. The official waved his arms and said, what if everybody did that? Do you think they will be able to play the game? Goodness, no. That's why we have rules. When I came home, I gave my mom a hug. What if everybody did that? And everybody should. And that is the end of the story of What If Everybody Did That. Thank you guys so much for watching Storytime with Miss McGriff. If I don't say your name, charge it to my head and not my heart, because you know that I love you. I hope that you guys learned a thing or two from What If Everybody Did That. One of the biggest things that I preach to my students is that you are a leader and not a what, London? You're not a follower, right? And so it is up to you to make good choices. And when other people see you making good choices, you will help lead them into making good choices too. So remember that everything that you need is inside of you. And that is what makes you you, and that is what makes you special. There is nobody in the world that is like you. So remember to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others. And also remember to be a leader and not a follower, because it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing if they're not doing the right things. You don't want to be another person just doing the wrong thing. So make sure that you are thinking about the choices that you make, because good choices have a good consequence and bad choices have a bad consequence. Okay, so think about that. And then once you do something, you can't really take it back. So make sure you think before you act. Thank you guys so much for joining Storytime with Miss McGriff. I will see you guys next Tuesday at 7:45. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because they definitely missed the magic if they weren't here tonight. I'm going to say goodnight to each and every one of you. If I don't say your name, charge it to my head and not my heart, okay? All right. Good night, Lena. I'm glad you loved this story. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, Dakota and Riley. Thank you for watching. Good night, Hill. Good night, Mama. Thank you for watching. Good night to the Sellers family. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, Durden. I appreciate that. Good night, Bud. Thank you for watching. Good night, Prupus. Thank you so much for watching as well. Good night, Kaden. Good night, Olivia. I will see you in the morning. Good night, Bella. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, Brooke. I'll see you in the morning. Thank you for watching. Good night, Isla. Thank you for watching. Good night, London. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the morning. Good night, Lana and Ava. Thank you for watching. Good night, Gabrielle. Thank you for watching. Good night, Lena. And good night to the Beck family, Bristol and sisters. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. And if nobody told you today that they love you, Miss McGriff loved you so much, and I'm so happy that you were here. Good night, everyone.